What's happening, fam? You're watching ISWN Inside Scoop with Nay, and on today's episode, we have a designer and a stylist who's best known as Lungz. Welcome to ISWN.
Thank you for having me. What's going on, everyone?
It's all good, man. So just let us get straight into your fashion. We can already see you wearing a design.
Yeah, it's something new that I'm working on. Part of a two-part collection that I'm about to release about in a week and a half's time. I've already dropped the first half. It's called Umakriza, Umakoko.
Why? Umakriza, Umagogo. Why? You're taking it back to the old school.
Yeah, it's just based, the whole background about it is just the fabrication is like fleece blankets. So, back in the day when your grandma used to give you, blankets as packages, for the winter.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's the whole idea about it. So I just took that fabric and then made it into jerseys.
Lovely. So how would you best describe Lungz? Outside from the clothing, outside from the styling, how would you best describe yourself?
I'd say I'm a outgoing person, but I'm also private sometimes. I like to keep to myself when I'm working, especially.
Okay.
Easygoing, people's people. Like to get to know people. Like to experience new things, explore and travel, and just have fun.
Just have
fun. Do me.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't like to restrict or restrain myself.
But you still like to keep it private.
So
Cool. So I just like to know, what impact do you think your fashion style or your fashion sense has to the fashion industry in South Africa?
I think it has what I try to do is mix my main influences more of like a vintage retro style.
Yeah.
And then try and make it contemporary or more now.
Contemporary, nice.
Yeah, so I'd say I go with trends. I do a lot of trend analysis. So if right now it's the street style.
Streetwear, yeah.
Yeah, that's like really booming at the moment. But there's a lot of niches around, like your thrift vintage and your chic, your formal chic, your semi-formal chic. So I try to mix a lot of things into one, but always make it consistent that it's my type of influence.
It's still yours. Yeah. Lovely. So getting into that, who would you say influences your style? Or not necessarily your style, but you've looked at this person and you felt like, okay, Lungz needs to do fashion. Who would you say that person was or is?
I'd say, that's a tough one. I think it's a tough one because I'm very self-assured, but I guess I'd say my mom, I think I got the vintage style from my mom. Growing up in high school, I used to steal a lot of her clothes.
We still do that.
Yeah, which I thought were cool. I used to steal a lot of her clothes, which I thought were cool. So I'd say my mom, but in terms of like the fashion industry per se, I'd say a good example of what I'm trying to do is Gucci 2016 collection. 2016-2017 collection.
And do you think you're getting there?
Yeah, I think I'm getting there. Slowly but surely I'm getting there.
Yes.
Because now everything I do is order based. So I do everything myself. I buy the fabric, I cut it, and I sew it together.
So you literally are your one man, like you do everything.
Yeah, I do everything.
Lovely. Okay, so Mushini, is it yours? Is it your brand? Is it your... Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's mine. It started as a collective from guys that I met with at Lysoff in 2016. But along the way, challenges came and people had their own visions, and constraints and all that. I'm still cool with everyone else. But right now it's just me. It started off as like a client-based stuff. So we do per order. You'd give us a design and then from there, we do that. Whereas now, Mushini, Mushini is like a house brand. Yeah.
Okay, so you get what you see, type of thing. All right, and so now you buy yourself.
Yeah, now I'm by myself.
Oh, okay. So where can people get Mushini online?
You can get it from my personal page, lungelo on Instagram or on Mushini _ the brand. which is the actual official page with all the merch on there as well. You can get it. Yeah.
Nice. So, who would you like to collaborate as a fashion designer with? I'm not speaking outside like artist,
Yeah.
a fashion designer.
Or like a fashion collaboration.
Yes, a fashion collaboration.
Actually, the one I just did now was in collaboration with Pose Studios.
Oh,
Yeah, guys from Pretoria, Brian, Active Brian, and Random.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
two guys who have their own brand called
Brand.
Pose Studios. So they did the pants. If you check on the page,
On the
they
page.
did the pants,
Okay.
which is like checkered pants and some fleece pants as well. So I've done that, but I'm really open to working with people. You know what I mean? I feel like everyone is just trying to establish themselves in their own way.
Definitely.
You know, but I wouldn't mind working with anyone. You know?
With any guys,
Yeah.
you heard him. Want to
Yeah.
collab? Heat up, heat
Yeah,
up.
I'm down.
So, besides fashion, what is
Yeah.
it? What is there anything that you do that
Yeah,
you like?
I do personal styling, wardrobe styling, which is the other fashion thing that I do.
Any celebs you've worked with?
I've worked with Shikana. I've done all her music videos, wardrobe styling. I
Yes.
do her personal styling as well.
Wow.
I've worked with Mr. Easy. Yeah, I've styled him for a music video.
Okay, that is big.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
that is
That's
nice.
pretty
And Mr. Easy, is he as cool as he is on his
Yeah,
music?
yeah,
Oh,
it's fucking cool. He's the coolest guy I met.
That's proper.
I've worked with some African artists, Bebe Cool, some guys from Gabon, some French guys from Gabon as well. What else? I've done an ad, like a BBM ad. It's the first styling actually that I did.
Nice.
So yeah, the styling is more like a natural thing. Yeah, something
It's
like
just natural, then
Yeah.
fashion's like just a cherry on the top.
yeah, something I had to actually study and
So you actually pursued it as a study.
yeah. I was at Lysol for a year from
Wow.
2016. I was supposed to do a 3-year course, but the funds were too expensive, so then I dropped out of the
Yeah.
first year, and then yeah, I've just been doing my thing since then.
Nice. Okay, so what can people expect from Lungz when it comes to your clothing? Is there anything big coming up?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to shoot my summer stuff just now. I want to link it with a music video with a well-known artist this time,
Nice.
just to get the exposure out. But yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Finishing off this part of the collection, maybe adding it, interlinking it with the summer collection, summer spring, and then from there, yeah, just making custom stuff, you know.
And just
Yeah.
growing and growing and
Yeah,
growing.
just growing and growing because I want to do fashion films. I do music as well. So basically, the idea with that
It's
is
just a creative.
yeah,
Fashion, styling, music.
yeah. So the whole idea with that is to get the music for the visuals and the images.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I wanna do fashion films and fashion documentaries,
Nice.
behind the scenes and storylines, you know. Yeah, just to add on, you know.
Okay. My last question that I actually thought of just right now is,
Yeah.
what do you think? How do you see South Africa's fashion today? Like, do you think we are lacking, or do you think we've improved when it comes to fashion?
I think we've improved. I used to work during high school. I used to work at Vertigo. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vertigo when it was still, going in
Still,
back then. I used to work there, and already the fashion there was good. It was more like a simplistic look, your chinos and your bomber jackets back then, and your leathers. So I think we've grown, man. Because from 2013. That's when, I think 2013 in Joburg, that's when, the whole thrift brand movement started.
Yes.
Up until 2016, 15, when it started fading out, 2016, I'd say. Yeah, from there, things have been getting better. International brands are more involved now, here.
Yeah.
Your Pumas, your Adidas. A lot of international artists are shooting here as well. Because also the budget shooting here is also easier.
It's easier than,
But but compared to Africa as well, we have a lot of infrastructures and locations to shoot here as well. So I think it's come a long way, from when I started looking into fashion, from I'd say 2012.
2012 till now.
And I think it's just getting better. There's a lot of guys doing some dope shit,
Interesting. So, what would you say is the route to take if you want to have a successful business when it comes to fashion? Because from my perspective, there is a lot. Honestly, there is a lot of designers the same way there's a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Be correct, but is the best way to go if you want to have a successful brand?
I think from my experience is take yourself seriously.
Yeah.
I think we have this this misconception that because we're creatives, we don't have to follow business practices or a business mindset. You know,
definitely.
It's always cool to just wing things. You know, it's also cool. You know, inspiration, go by inspiration, but sometimes it's very important to have an actual plan. You know, and goals set and a timeline in which you want to reach those goals. You know. So I think, just be serious. Take yourself as a business as well. Have a business mind.
Be a brand. Be a brand.
Yeah, be a brand. You know, because it goes a long way. If you need corporates and these international brands to collaborate with you, that's what they look at. You know.
Yes. So have a proper business plan before you get into the business,
Yeah.
and know exactly what it is that you want. Have goals, set it for yourself, and
Yeah,
go work out.
Yeah, don't do things because it's cool or it's trending. You know.
And to anyone that looks up to Lungz.
I'd say just don't stop dreaming, man, you know. Carry on. Never give up. You never know how close you are, you know. I feel like I'm so far away. Although people might look up to me, I feel like I'm so far away from where I want to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And the fact that there's people looking up to me in this point of my journey is inspiring on its own, you know what I mean? So I'd say stay passionate. Follow your passion. Don't get strayed. Don't listen to what people say. Keep your circle small and keep people you surround yourself should be the people who are pushing you,
Yes.
you know, to the same place you want to be. You know, don't hang around with people.
Check your circle.
Yeah, don't hang around with people for hype. You know what I mean? Hang around with people that you know. Okay, this
They're
person is
pushing you.
focused and
Nice,
Yeah,
lovely.
that's
It was
awesome.
really nice having you on the show. We have come to the end. But anyway,
you so
people can
much.
find you on social media. You mentioned it. Let's just mention it one more time. Where people can find personally and
Yeah.
your clothing.
So on Instagram, it's lungelo lifa, lifa with an Lifa. The brand is Mushini the brand, Mushini _ the brand, MOOSHIN _ the brand, one word. And then on Twitter, Shakalungs,
Shakalungs.
Yeah, which is like the music A-list.
Oh, okay, the Shakalungs. Because I saw that lungelo lifa Shakalungs. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
The Shakalungs, so it's like AKA for the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to link it all into one.
To one, it must, you know, they must hear when they say Shakalungs, oh, you talk about Lungelo, the designer, you know what I mean? Interesting, guys. Hope you really, really enjoyed this interview. Catch me on all social media platforms at ISWN _ news. Don't be scared to like, don't be scared to share. God is love.
Thanks so much.